Hello everyone. So today I will be discussing about Aristotle virtue ethics. According to Aristotle, virtue ethics is an ethical act is the action that a virtuous person would do in the same circumstances.
So this means that an action is considered right or good if it's done by someone who possesses virtues like honesty, kindness, and also fairness.
So just like for example, my friend ka nga ginabully sa school. So may tatlo ka ka-option. You become coward, you become rashness, you become courageous. So being a coward, being a coward, kay hadlo ka, ignore mo lang ang situation kag naglakats. Sa rashness naman niya, kay gadaso-daso ka, you jump into a fight with the bully without thinking. Nagpadaso-daso ka lang, wala ka danay nag-think kung anong tsakto. So third is, sa katatlo nga option is being courageous. Kay courageous ka, nagstand ka gid kung anong tsakto. Nagkanto ka sa iya bully nga friend, nga ginambala mo sa nga mastap na. So, that's why, in short, virtue ethics is about developing good character traits like honesty, kindness, courageous, and ma-develop ni siya through our habits and practices in our daily life. So next, virtue ethics is person-based rather than action-based. So, why is virtue ethics is person-based rather than action-based? So, it's because virtue ethics, it focuses on who you are o character sa isa ka taho rather than just what you do or naga-focus ni sa mga action towards sa iban nga tao. Kumbaga, ang virtue ethics emphasizes development of good character since naga-focus ni siya sa character sa isa ka tao. So, example sa person-based. Is maisa ka person nga gusto niya gid mabulig sa those in need. Kay sanang innate na gid sa iya nga mabinulikon sa kabuot sa iya, kag may malasakit sa iya kapwa ya tao. So, natawag na siya nga person-based kay gaposesa sa virtue of kindness. And why virtue ethics is not an action-based? Nga ako no, ang virtue ethics hindi siya action-based. So, it is because action can be misleading sometimes. A person might be good to you for the wrong reason and it can be seen. So, for example, sa mga political propaganda, sa mga politician, nag-show sila kindness for self-interest or self-benefits or depende na sa ila kung ano ila intention na ginapakita nila sa aton or sa ila. That's why amo na siyang action-based. In short, ang person-based ga-focuses on the good character traits of an individual or who you are, kung sino ka. Whereas ang action-based ga-focus naman sa specific action and behavior or what you do o kung ano ang ginagawa mo. Amo na siya ang difference sang person-based and action-based. Kung nga ang virtue ethics is person-based rather than an action-based. So next up with the virtue framework. We try to identify the character traits, either positive or negative, that might motivate us in a given situation. We are concerned with what kind of person we should be and what our actions indicate our character. So in the virtue framework, ay naman niya nag-guide sa aton to help individuals identify and understand their character traits. O nagbibigay diin sa pag-develop ng character to become a good and virtuous person. So, halimbawa, nahihirapan ka sa isa ka proyekto at gusto mo nang sumuko. So, sa virtue framework, nadumduman mo nga ang magpursige gali ay isa ka virtue na kinahanglan mo gid isa buhay. Kaya, pinili mong magpatuloy at magtrabaho ng mabuti para sa imong project. So, ang result, natapos mo ang imong project at nakamit mo ang tagumpay. So, sa sini nga example, ang virtue framework ay nagbibigay sa ato ng gabay sa paggawa ng tama at paghubog o pagdevelop ng karakter sa pamamagitan ng pagsasabuhay ng mga virtud o virtue. So next is virtue ethics is the ethics of behavior, which focuses on the character of the persons involved in the decision or action. If the person is questioned, has good character and genuine motivation and intention, he or she is behaving ethically. The rightness or wrongness of one's actions or the goodness or badness of one's personality depends of his character, motivation, and intentions. So sa ethics of behavior naman, it guides human actions and decisions or nagbibigay direksyon sa ating mga kilos at desisyon upang maging isang mabuting tao. Example of ethics of behavior is may isa ka person nga mag-donate money or goods sa mga nabaan sa recent nga bagyong Tinyo. So, iya intention is to help talaga those in need. Wala na sang iban pa. So, nagapakita nga his action is seen as ethical because it reflects kindness and empathy sa mga people nga nabahaan. So, sa ethics of behavior, kung ano imo ginapakita nga personality or imo karakter bilang isa ka individual, ga-reflect man na sa imo kung ano ka klase tao. So, amo to sa ang virtue ethics ni Aristotle. I hope nga naintindihan nyo ng akon nga pag-discuss. Kag may ara ako tani nga last nga quote nga ihambal. Hindi man siya quote. Pero, amo ni siya. If we can just focus on being good person, the right action will follow.
My topic is all about basic types of virtue. Aristotle gave two types of virtue. These are intellectual virtues and moral virtues. Intellectual virtues refers to the excellence of mind, while moral virtues to a person's disposition to act well. Intellectual virtues include ability to understand, reason, and judgment, while moral virtues dispose of to a person to act well. Intellectual virtues are qualities that promote intellectual growth, critical thinking, and pursuit of knowledge, such as curiosity, open-mindedness, love for learning, creative judgment, and wisdom. So, the example of intellectual virtues muna siya judgment, wisdom, creative, and of open-mindedness. So, for example, intellectual virtue muna siya humans have intellect or the capacity to know what is true, and they will. The capacity to make choices about how to act. So for example, about the intellectual virtue, alam mo na masama yung mag-cheat sa exam pero ginawa mo pa rin. So that is example of intellectual virtue. Moral virtue. Person. While moral virtue dispose of a person to act well, in the context of Aristotle, virtue is an attained, actualized, or self-realized potential or possibility. It can serve as a moral framework. When one has the potential or possibility of becoming a musician, he tries to train and study to become a musician following a musician's virtue as a framework. Moral virtues are traits that guide our interactions with others and promote social harmony, like kindness, honesty, fairness, forgiveness, gratitude, and courage. So, example of moral virtues. By the way, moral virtues is our character or our habit or practices. So, for example of moral virtues, the courage. So, if ikaw, bata ka pa lang, your character or your habit niya naging courage ka na gid simula pa ng bata ka. So another example, what is the difference between intellectual virtues and moral virtue? So intellectual virtues is to know what's right and wrong. And intellectual virtue is a human, as I said earlier, a human intellect, the capacity to know what is true and they will. So, for example, kahit na alam mo na mali ang mag-cheat sa exam, ginawa mo pa rin. So, that is intellectual. Like, while sa moral virtue naman is your character or your habit mo. If your character is being honest, nandiyan na talaga sa iyong character or attitude mo na talaga na maging honest. But sa intellectual naman, kahit na alam mong mali, ginawa mo pa rin. Like for example, sa intellectual, kahit na alam mong mali ang mag-cheat sa exam, ginawa mo pa rin. In moral naman, inamin mo na nag-cheat ka sa exam, that's your character and your habit, honest. So that's it. Aristotle believed that intellectual virtues are developed through education, while virtues are cultivated through habit and practices.
Okay, good day everyone. I am Jerkalid Pastrana and my topic is all about virtue as a mean. For Aristotle, virtue is a golden mean between two extremes. The virtue of courage is a mean between two extremes of deficiency and extreme, namely cowardice and foolhardiness, respectively. Too little courage is cowardice, and too much courage is foolhardiness, by Mac Kinginon et al. 2015. So, for Aristotle gali, ang virtue is a golden mean. Kung sa baga, ang atong pamatasan is dapat sa tunga-tunga. Hindi sa sobra, hindi man sa kulang. For example, a virtue is ang generosity. Kung sa baga ang pagbigay. Kung tamaan ka mapagbigay is lain kay kisa gina-take advantage naman sa tao. Inang gahatag ka lang nga gahatag, wala ka paminsar nga ay wala na ko wala na gina may nabilin sa akon. Is amo nang ginatawag nga kung tamaan ka kasobra ka mapagbigay is lain naman siya. And pero kung hindi ka naman mapagbigay, ang hambalo naman sa tao sa imo is dalok-dalok ka. Nang ginamin ni Aristotle nga ang virtue dapat tunga gid, hindi sa tama ka sobra, hindi mo sa tama ka kulang. Kaya kung sobra sa ginatawag na sa nga vice, kung kulang sa ang tawag sa siya vice man. And that's all. I hope nga tanin intindihan nyo kung ano ang ginamin ni Aristotle nga virtue as a mean.
Good day everyone, I am Christy Joy Cloud and I'm going to discuss to you about virtue ethics and other traditions. So virtue ethics exists in many traditions beyond Western thought, including Confucianism, Buddhism, and Hinduism, while the specific virtues and their applications differ. All these traditions emphasize cultivating character through virtues to achieve a good or meaningful life. Ibig sabihin, ang lahat ng mga tradisyong ito ay nagbibigay diin sa paglinang ng ating pagkatao sa pamamagitan ng mga bertud upang makamit ang isang mabuti o makabuluhang buhay. So first, I will going to discuss to you the two virtues of Confucius, which are the Zhen and Li. First, the Zhen means humanness, human-heartedness, and compassion. is a sin. It is also seen as the foundation of all virtues and a key component of being fully human, cultivated through empathy and a sense of shared humanity. While the li means propriety, manners, or order, involves proper behavior in all aspects of life, from dining to social interactions, and ensures that human actions are aligned with moral ideals in a way that sustains social stability. So I have here an example of Jen and Dali. So example of Jen, Mary feels a genuine deep-seated sense of compassion, love, and respect for her grandparent. She wants her grandparent to be happy, healthy, and to feel valued. While Lee, outward expression, Mary expresses her inner virtue through her actions. Butsing ganon, Ren is the inner feeling or moral sentiment, and the Li as the outward or social actions that embody the inner spirit. Next, the Hinduism emphasizes five basic moral virtues: non-violence, truthfulness, honesty, chastity, freedom from greed. It also emphasizes mental virtues: calmness, self-control, self-settledness, perseverance, faith, and complete concentration, hunger for spiritual liberation by George 2008. Um, Hinduism, the moral and the mental virtues of Hinduism, um, sila ni ang gabuli sa aton as individuals nga maging grow as a moral and mental virtues and promoting a harmonious and balanced life. I have here an example. For example, when a student who is tempted to cheat in an exam chooses to remain truthful and honest but not doing so, demonstrating self-control and calmness in the face of pressure and showing faith in their own ability to pass the test through honest study. So, nagapakita lang gin-apply diri ang Hinduism virtues, ang mental and moral virtues. So next, Buddhism also has its intellectual and moral virtues. From the Eightfold Path are the intellectual virtues of right understanding, right mindfulness, and the right virtues of right speech, right action, and right livelihood. Ang mga bertud na ito ay nakakatulong sa pagkakaroon ng mas malalim na pag-unawa sa sarili at sa iba, na humantong sa mas malaking kapayapaan at kaliwanagan. Ito ay gabay sa mabuting pamumuhay, disiplina sa isip, at paggamit ng espiritual na kaliwanagan na nagdudulot ng kapayapaan at pag-unawa sa sarili at iba pa. So I have here an example of Buddhism. You are a manager at a small company. You have noticed that one of your employees, Sarah, has been consistently underperforming, missing deadlines, and seems stressed and distracted. Other team members are starting to complain about the increased workload and privately suggesting that Sarah should be fired. So, paano tayo masolusyonan and ma-apply ang virtue ni Buddhism? So, here is the solutions. So, harapin ang sitwasyon ng may pag-unawa at suporta sa pamamagitan ng pagkakaroon ng pribadong pag-uusap kay Sarah upang talakayin ang kanyang pagganap at kalusugan at magtulungan sa paghahanap ng solusyon. Maaring mapabuti nito ang kanyang pagganap, palakas ang kanyang moral, at maipakita ang pagmamahal sa kapakanan ng mga empleyado. So, the next slide is all about the Christian tradition and about Christianity. So, Jesus Christ preached the virtues of love, mercy, and compassion, hunger for justice, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control, and Saint Thomas Aquinas taught the theological virtues, faith, hope, and love. The Christian tradition teaches four cardinal moral virtues, namely prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude. So, gaanto nila na small definition ang four cardinal moral virtues. First, the prudence. Prudence is the ability to discern the appropriate course of action for a given situation. Next, justice. The moral and legal principle of fairness, giving to each person what is due to them. Third, fortitude. The ability to face fear, danger, uncertainty, or temptation with courage and resolution. The fourth, temperance. The practice of self-control, restraint, and moderation, also known as moderation or pagtitimpi. So, what are the four cardinal virtues important? The term cardinal comes from the Latin word cardo, meaning hinge. So, ang hinge sa Tagalog, bisagra. Kabalo ka mo ng bisagra. Ang gaano sa pertahan naton. Ang bakal na nga gaano sa itong pertahan niya para mag-abre-abre, magkuhan, basta naman siya. Because other virtues hinge them. These virtues acts hinges that help us open the door to the pathway to heaven. They are the way to living authentic freedom, enabling us to choose the good out of love. So, ang mga virtud na ito ay kumikilos bilang mga bisagra na tumutulong sa atin na buksan ng pinto sa landas na patungo sa langit. Sila ang daan tungo sa pamumuhay ng tunay na kalayaan sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay daan sa atin na piliin ang mabuti dahil sa pag-ibig. So, for we Christian nang i-help isa sa aton nga maging isang moral na tao, and muli gani ang gina-preach ni God, mga love, kay this is important as human. Saint Thomas, being an eclectic philosopher, integrated into his own philosophy anything that is good as conceived by his predecessors like Aristotle, but he enriched their thoughts with his own insight or learning. The attainment of the highest good, which is happiness, includes its diffusion, bonum diffusivum est, or goodness as goodness necessarily diffuses itself. A person's virtue diffuses itself in a right action. Goodness shares itself like a light that shines before all men. So the praise which come from St. Thomas Aquinas means that goodness necessarily diffuses itself, and explain his ethics. The highest good is happiness, and his happiness is achieved through a living virtues of life. So, kapag ang isang tao ay kumikilos ng may kabalalan, ang kanilang kabutihan ay hindi pribado o nakatagong kalidad, ngunit aktibong ibinabahagi sa mundo sa pamamagitan ng kanilang mga aksyon, tulad ng liwanag na kumikinang para makita ng lahat. Ang ideyang ito ay nabuo sa filosofiya ni Aristotle, kung saan isinasama ni Aquinas ang mga ideya ng kanyang hinahalinhan sa kanyang sarili, na nakaugat sa isang teolohikang pag-unawa sa paggamit ng kaligayahan sa pamamagitan ng kabutihan. One more point regarding various potentials of man which when actualized become virtues is Hans-Georg Gadamer's reinterpretation of Aristotle's definition of man as a homologous, a speaking animal. In other words, in the light of Aristotle's wisdom, the virtue of being man is being a speaking animal, meaning his attainment of a meaningful, refined, and civilized language, gutter language, is vice. Beautiful, meaningful, and refined language is virtue. One who has the virtue of a refined language speak rightfully. So, tinukoy ni Aristotle ang mga tao bilang makatwiran o rational o nagsasalita ng mga hayop upang ibukod sila sa ibang mga nilalang. Pinaliwanag niya na habang ang mga hayop ay nakakapag-usap ng kasiyahan o sakit, ang mga tao lamang ang may kakayahang magsalita, which allow us for complex thought, moral reasoning, and the understanding of abstract concepts like justice and goodness. This ability to use reason and language to discuss and create community is what makes human inherently or political animals, meaning they are naturally inclined to form societies and engage in collective life to achieve a good and happy life. The virtuous person did not inherit their virtues, neither were these virtues simply passed on to them automatically. Them being a person of virtue is a product of deliberate, consistent, continuous choice and practice of living the virtues. Ang maging isang mabuting tao ay resulta ng sipag at tiyaga, hindi isang likas na ugali o biglaang pagkakataon. Kailangan ng patuloy na pagsisikap at pagtutok sa paggawa ng tama at mabuti upang maging bahagi ng ating pagkatao. Sa ganitong paraan, ang kabutihan na hindi isang simpleng pag-aari, kundi isang patuloy na proseso ng pag-unlad at paglago. That's all for today's report. Thank you for listening.